Keith, I'd like to start by welcoming you to Raith Rovers and to RaithTV here at Starks Park. Start off by telling us how pleased are you to get your future sorted out for the next year with your contract?
Yeah, it's been great. I'm absolutely delighted to be here. Since the last game of the season for me, Potsy's been on the phone a lot. Speaking to me even when I was on holiday and stuff, and was speaking really well about the club and how much they wanted to bring me here, and I couldn't wait to sign and get in here.
Yeah, and obviously looking at your career, you've been around for a wee while now, but you're obviously going to bring experience to Starks Park. What is it that you feel you can bring to the squad overall, as a player, as a leader, and also as maybe a mentor to some of the younger players?
Yeah, I mean, I've been around a while. I'm an experienced player. I've played at a good level. Obviously I was captain last season at Ross County as well, so I see myself as a bit of a leader on the pitch, and I'm an out and out defender, love defending. I'd put my body on the line and do anything to try and help the team and have a positive season, really.
Yeah, and in your early career, you broke through at Dundee United as a right fullback, but I understand that Ross Millen hasn't got to worry about his position. You're more of a centre back these days, aren't you?
Yeah, I used to be a flying right back in my younger days. As I've got older, I've kind of stepped into centre back, and I've played there for a good number of years now, and I'm really enjoying it in there.
Yeah, and later on in your career, I mean, the significant steps you've taken in your career at Dundee United. The next significant one in relation to Raith Rovers is St Mirren in the 15-16 season. Just talking off camera there, and I didn't realise that you'd played here before and scored a couple of goals. Tell me about that game, that result.
It finished 4-3 that day. It was grass out there. The boy Hardy got a hat-trick, and I somehow managed to score 2 that day as well. I think we were maybe 4-1 down at the time or something, and we were close to pulling it back. We just didn't do it, but ended up finishing 4-3 to Rovers. But it was a decent day for myself, scoring 2.
Exactly, yeah. And there's aspects of that game that I hadn't remembered. So
that's a while ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you remembered better than me. Later on in your career, you moved on to St Johnstone, and then most recently, as you said, at Ross County. That means that you've played across a number of clubs at different levels. I understand you're a former teammate of new signing Josh Mullins, and you played with Aidan Connolly way back at Dundee United. A couple of other players that you're aware of from your past?
Yeah, obviously Aidan and Josh I've played with. I've came across Sam Stanton as well. I know him, and obviously that Robbie Thompson's, obviously Scott Thompson's boy as well. So obviously he was a goalie coach up at Ross County as well. So I know him really well.
Of course. And that time with Sam Stanton, that was when you had your time on loan at Hibs?
Yeah, I was on loan at Hibs at the time, yeah, and he came in at Ross County on trial as well a few years back. He came in training for a few weeks as well, so I know him as well.
Got you right. Looking at the season that's coming, obviously it's a big season for everyone in the Championship, but it's a division you're well aware of. Your first season at Ross County, you were a league winner with Josh Mullen here. That's going to stand you and the people around you in great stead, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that season at Ross County was a great season. We won obviously the league, and I think it was Iron Brew Cup it was at the time. So I was obviously won the double there, and I think obviously having me and Josh in here, that shows that we've got players in that can do that, and I think that will bring good experience into the team, and we want to have a real positive season this season. They've got a really good squad here, and we want to finish it really strongly.
Yeah, and very obviously you've signed this morning on a 1-year deal, as we said. Looking at the rest of the division, I mean, teams are now signing players every day. All the squads are getting stronger. It's shaping up to be a really competitive season, but Rovers looking well equipped to cope with the challenge.
Yeah, I mean it's a really tough league. Don't get me wrong. It's very difficult. All the teams can beat each other, and we need to make sure we start the season really well. I think like I've said, our squad is very good. I think we've got a lot of quality players who can play football, but I think it's not all about that. Sometimes in this league you need to dig in as well really roll up your sleeves and fight to get wins. And if you can do both sides of that, I think we've got a good chance this season.
Yeah. Finally, we've got a few pre-season friendlies coming up. I'm not going to put you on the spot as to whether we'll see you in action at Linlithgow tomorrow, but you'll be looking forward to the other friendlies, East Fife, Montrose and Kelty, to show what you can do and bring to the team.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to get in and get training with the boys. And tomorrow might be a bit too soon, but I can't wait to pull on that jersey and get to know my teammates and get to see some of the fans and stuff at games as well.
Sounds good. Best of luck, Keith.
Thank you. Cheers.